What's cooking, Gumbo Nation? Gavin Stein here, bringing you a segment called A Cup of Gumbo. This segment here is going to be me asking some questions to the man himself, Mortgage Gumbo Cam. And the purpose of this is teach people like myself, maybe a little bit younger than me, maybe a little bit older than me, things about first time home buying, interest rates, construction, things like that. So we'll be answering. We'll be asking Dwayne a couple easy questions here today,
Yeah,
bringing on
take
a
it
first
take it easy
episode.
on me.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm excited to be doing this naturally with my son, but he's learning a lot. Been around watching me and his mom do this for we've both been in the industry 30 plus years. So him being 20, he hears a lot of things and he's sort of interested in this. So he came up with this idea of making fun of me naturally instead of mortgage gumbo, dad cam. He goes, "Yeah, I'm a cup of gumbo." He said that a couple
Yeah,
years
Cam.
ago, being a little bit facetious. So, hey, thought this was a good idea. And then he's 20 years old, spending some time this summer learning about the industry. So, look forward to it. So, hey, take it easy on me here. Hey, these questions, he's just going to bring them from his point of view. And that way we could share it with you. Just very generic, easy, maybe difficult questions. So, if you got any of them, send them to info at mortgagegumbo.com. We'll be posting this on all the sites as well. So, go ahead, bud.
Yep. All right. Question one I'm gonna be asking you is how much does a credit score affect your mortgage rate?
It's single handedly probably the most important thing. It's going to determine credits right up there with air and water. It's going to determine what loan program, and the loan program is what's going to determine how much down payment, what your buying power is. So, credit is very, very important. And while we don't judge you by your credit here and your credit score at Mortgage Gumbo, we help people every day improve their score to get them in a better loan program. It's very important. Don't take it for granted. And there's no such thing as, and I know I'm kind of rambling here, but there's no such thing as I'll show you. And we see that all the time. The old cell phone, I'll show you, I just won't pay you, right? So credit's right up there with air and water. So very, very important.
Another thing I know you're pretty animated about, with today's economy, is how does inflation affect the mortgage rates?
Yeah, by animated you mean frustrated
Yeah.
with?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
We'll
hear
go with
me.
that.
Yeah, yeah, let's go with that. So inflation, it's a huge, that's what mortgage rates follow, right? So at the end of the day, when inflation is up, mortgage rates are going to follow that. And right now, what we're dealing with, just in before this Iran war started, we were finally getting inflation numbers where they were making sense. We were seeing mortgage interest rates come down. We were quoting rates in the fives for the first time in over 3.5 years. So that was nice. Now we're at the war. So my animation, I guess, as you would put it, is based on just the frustration with that. But now, hopefully, as this comes to an end, we'll be able to see rates start to fall back in place because at the end of the day, the inflation, what is it, right? It's cost, right? Things are costing more. And what is that? Gas. So if you kind of follow oil prices, rates usually fall in line with that. So as because things have to get from one place to another, that's gas, oil, and all those things. Diesel to farm products to corn, you got to get it from field to market, all
Right.
those type of
Right.
things. So
Well, with that being said, every day, wake up, mortgage day, right? So, what are one or two things that you're looking at every single morning to track all these things?
yeah, I mean, look, over the last 3.5 years, it's been a lot, right? Having to navigate through just, sometimes for the first 20 something years of my career, you came in and you basically sold your services and sold, if you had a product, it was a matter of, hey, does somebody like you more than someone else? And all the rates were the same. Now, when you're looking at it, it's staying ahead and making sure because sometimes, Gavin, you'll have two to three reprices for the good or for the better in a day. And that could make a huge impact, right? If you've quoted somebody a rate, and as your lender, if your lender's not taking advantage of that and the rate goes up, well, maybe now they don't qualify for as much house as their pre-approval was for. So, looking at that every day, it's a nightmare to be honest with you, but it's something that we got to do, and that's why people trust me. And that's my whole goal is to stay ahead of it and keep you in the know.
All right. Well, thank you for answering these questions. Look forward to hearing from you next week. Please reach out, give us some more questions. Looking to hear from everybody. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, man.